Hey guys, what's up, y'all? Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I am so excited you're here. I am so excited about this series and to help you be able to manifest. This is the same pattern that I use, so I thought, well, why not share it and then also, kind of go through and help you get what it is that you want. Because during each moon cycle, it's like when we try to create things, when we want new things, or we just fresh starts, we always wait for the beginning of the first of the year. We make big changes, or the first of the month, but really you just got to wait for the moon cycle. During the new moon, it's all about new fresh starts, new beginnings, and then using the moon cycle to be able to create and manifest what it is that you really want. So throughout the upcoming moon cycle, the new moon in Libra, the full moon in Aries, I'm going to post a series of videos to help you try to achieve that. Remember, with each goal, like nothing is, progress is progress. So it depends on what you're trying to manifest. It may take several cycles. It depends on you specifically. So during the moon cycle, we're going to use the 8 phases. So they kind of each have their own instructions for manifesting. So I'm going to use that in combination with tarot cards, oracle cards, the moons, the planets, the associations, angels, all of it. We're going to just use whatever we can to help you manifest. Sorry, a plane's going by. To help you manifest what it is that you truly want. And so during the cycle, like I said, I'm going to post multiple readings to kind of help you know where things are and help you stay on track and give you as much information as possible as I can. So today, well, I haven't decided how I'm going to post this, but the first day we're going to see how things are going for each sign, anything, your intent, your hopes, your fears, anything that may kind of block you, as well as overall where things are headed. So then we'll do a different spread that goes in line with the full moon and where things are lining up to be at each stage. So we'll also get advice from the angels along the way, and then through each of the phases, we'll kind of, see, like I said, see where things are, where they stand, and anything that's blocking you. So a couple of things. I will put timestamps in the description box below, so feel free to move throughout this video as you need to. So I have been studying the moon and using the moon to manifest for a couple of years. I have also published a book in relation to that. So I will be following along with that. That information, if you're interested, is in the description box below, but it is not required. Some of the trackers and things that I include in the book, the journal, I will put on my website. You'll just be able to go on there and download that. That won't cost anything. So if you're interested in those free trackers, I will put that information down in the description box below as well. If you're interested in learning more or going more into it, be sure to check out the membership tab. I do have there's several videos on there, but there is an extensive video specifically related to manifesting using the moon. You can also feel free throughout the cycle at any time to go on my website or my Etsy page, and I will have readings on there specifically directed towards what you are trying to manifest, and I am going to also try to have a quicker turnaround time on those so that you're able to get that information quicker, specifically related to what it is that you are trying to manifest. I will also put some offer codes to give you a discount on those, just to help you really get on your way. Also, if at any time you should feel inclined, you can feel free to donate to the channel or hit that thanks button down there. That does help with the amount of time and energy I'm able to put towards doing the readings. Okay, so with all that out of the way, let's continue to talk about manifesting. So don't worry about whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. Right now, you don't need to worry about how big it may seem, how you're going to make it into a reality, how it's even going to happen. You just have to have the intent, the realization that this is what I'm going towards. So we're not going to do, the Eight of Swords and Nine of Swords, worrying, self-doubt, worry, fear, anxiety, all that's natural. We're going to try to overcome that. So, because that can just slow manifestation. So hopefully sometimes, if our angels can get that across that that's what we're doing, maybe you'll be able to kind of push through that, because sometimes we can definitely hold ourselves back. So the first and most important step is you have to believe in what it is that you're manifesting, the goals that you're trying to achieve. And if you don't have any goals in mind, you can use the moon in so many ways, whether it's career and finance, love, if you want to bring some, flair back into your love life, even if you're, trying to improve health or start a garden. There's so, the list is just endless there. So this specific moon is especially lining up for things to become balanced in our lives. So whether that's a relationship, a friendship, a partnership with work, this particular cycle has a lot of positive traits, but also a few bumps in the roads that are going to push us to kind of compromise with others and find that balance, not only for ourselves, but to actually work towards on both sides, creating that balance. So solving any type of issues within a partnership or relationship is highly achievable during this cycle. So when it's possible throughout this, I'm going to tie any type of astrological events into things, because sometimes like the void moon, all that can hold things back. So this moon cycle marks the beginning of fall, the season of fall. So it gives us, kind of, we want to make things right. It's the start of the whole other season. So it's like the beginning of, we want to create good things for the season. So it's going to kind of push us into doing that. It's going to push us for balance within ourselves, as well as, like I said, our relationship. But this is a little bit of a tricky moon because of some of the things that are working for us as well against us. So that's why we'll break it down by sign. So with the moon, it's important to mention that, like, whatever you're starting during this moon, you will monitor your progress 6 months from now. So if you're starting something during the new moon in Libra, you'll monitor your progress during the full moon in Libra, which will be during Aries season. So that's kind of like the built-in tracker that comes with the moon. Okay, so let's talk about the new moon in Libra, what's coming up. So this is going to push us to focus on things like our personal goals, what we want to bring balance into our lives, push us to find balance within, like I said, our relationships, our friendships, those type of areas. And we'll actually want to work on that equal give and take is where the moon is try to, like I said, push us. Compromising is a big thing with this moon. So we'll be really pulled towards the connections that we have in our lives with ourselves as well as others. So the bumps in the road. Let's talk about that. So during this particular new moon, we will enter it when Mercury is in retrograde, which is not exactly the most ideal time to start new projects. And then shortly after the new moon begins, we will hit Mercury. Mercury will turn direct, excuse me. So it's almost like when we start with the new moon, because Mercury is retrograde, we're going to kind of be working backwards with the energy, that the balancing energy that Libra is trying to bring. So the moon will also become opposite of Jupiter. So when that happens, it can bring a lot of positive things, but on the negative side, we can overdo things or set our expectations too high. And depending on what you're trying to manifest, that opposition can also push some to stretch the truth. So when it comes to how you're feeling or things like that, like, things may get a little bit exaggerated. We may set unrealistic expectations. So it's kind of an important to just be conscious and don't put too much pressure on yourself or set those unrealistic expectations. So Jupiter is the planet of expansion and good luck and things like that. So it can bring that positive energy to things. However, you know, if love is what you're trying to manifest and things like that, just I don't know why I keep going to love on that one, but exaggerating feelings really it's because we're going to be pushed so much to work on partnerships. Just, you know, just remember to always kind of keep it real with yourself. But Jupiter is, you know, with the opposition on the positive side, it can also make everything we want become a reality. But sometimes we can become like, we can sometimes overdo it or become overly confident. All right. So if you haven't already, please make sure that you like and subscribe below. Make sure you hit the notifications so that you don't miss any of the readings or the messages. Also, hit the like button on the playlist so you'll be able to come back to it easily. I am going, if you would like more guidance specifically towards your goals, your manifestations, there you can check out the personal readings on my website or Etsy, which is down below in the description box. So I will have specific readings towards manifestation, so you can check that out if you're interested in that. Also, you can feel free to check out my book as well. It's not mandatory. I'm going to go through, you know, throughout these videos. Just bear with me. I was trying to make a set schedule, but I am a mom. My life gets busy sometimes. So I'm going to try to keep up with each change in phase of the moon, but I didn't want to put out a set schedule just in case something changes a little bit on my side. I really don't want to let anyone down. So, like I said, we're going to go through how the moon will affect each sign, and then we'll see where things are lining up for each stage of the moon for your sign. And throughout the cycle, I will post, like I said, a series of videos to kind of see where things are and what the angels have for you. So I'm super excited. I hope you are excited. Let's get started. Okay, so we're going to go through each sign specifically, and with this reading, this particular reading, and I will timestamp it below, we're going to see how your manifestation is going in terms of yourself, kind of where you've been, what your mindset is, your intent, your hopes, your fears, any external factors, as well as two outcome positions. So we're going to kind of look at the new moon, where things are going to be full moon, and then wrapping up the cycle. It may go further out if there's any type of timing. I will give you that. So this reading is going to be a little bit more towards self and being in line with what you are trying to manifest and how the moon, this moon cycle will affect you. Any external factors that may be either helping or working against you. So we're also going to get advice from your angels and ancestors. Then we will grab a love oracle, just because, especially this is the new moon. This is Venus time. So that's all about love, romance, you know, fertility and marriage, partnerships, things that we treasure, that we cherish. So we'll get some love oracle, and then you will have a chance to ask your angels anything that you want. So this reading is going to go strictly towards what you're trying to manifest. And that will be different for each, even if it's the same sign. So tie it in to how it relates to what you're manifesting. Remember that it is a general reading. Again, you can get a personal reading. You can get information below for that. And so in that case, just take what's yours. If it's not yours, just, you know, let it go in one ear and out the other. So also, you know, the energies can always be reversed, but this is going to be towards what you're manifesting. So we will start with Aries. We'll go all the way through. All right. So I want advice for Aries for self for this upcoming new moon in Libra, full moon in Aries, for what Aries is trying to manifest. Advice. We'll get advice from your angels and ancestors first. We'll get the advice cards first. Oh, my favorite card of this deck. You have Guardian Angel. You are not alone, so it feels like you're very protected. You're watched over. And Father Sky. Trust in the unknown. So you have Guardian Angel and Father Sky. You're not alone, and trust in the unknown. So in that picture, you can see the eagle there. And with the eagle, it depends. That's a connection. It can be to the creator, to a higher source. It's also courage, like a healing, creation, a risk taker. And that's all in you guys' sign. So that lines right up with you. That's a cool energy. All right. So around love and partnerships, if that's your angle, let's get advice for Aries trying to manifest love or some type of partnership with a relationship. So you have camera, reminiscing, keepsake, perception, learn from your past and make memories. You also have the golden mirror, self-absorbed, narcissist, one-sided relationship, and love bombing. So, if that's been like an issue from the past, one-sided relationship, or kind of, somebody getting way more than the other is, and that's kind of been the thing from the past. Just learn from those mistakes. If you've been single for a while and you're constantly trying to bring somebody, maybe the type you're going after, make sure you're going after, like healthy relationships and things like that. All right, so Aries, anything that you would like to ask your angels for this upcoming moon cycle, go ahead and ask now. All right, answers for Aries question, please. Shuffle. All right, you have remain positive and compromise, which there's even scales in this image. So that's all the Libra scales. Compromise is all through and through this moon cycle. All right, so now we're going to lay down some cards for what Aries is trying to manifest this moon cycle. How are things moving for Aries? Cards for Aries, highest good for the upcoming moon cycle, please. I love your angel and ancestor cards. And it feels like there still may be kind of a lot of unknown, because with the blue, that can represent the things that are unknown, but there's also truth and clarity that comes around that. So you have the Queen of, you're demanding that compromise. And it may not even be like in a harsh way, but you have this devil energy in the past, Capricorn energy. So there may have been something that kind of held back things from being able to obtain some type of equal give and take. And you may have some type of temptation, because in the past, whatever this was, with the intent there, being the Four of Pentacles, make sure you're not holding on to anything that in the past, kind of may have held you back already, because it kind of looks like with the Six of Pentacles here. Well, let me lay down the cards first. Okay. Allow things to unfold naturally. Yeah. There's something here that you want, and you can't have it. You are ending with that Ace of Pentacles there for the outcome. So that's really cool energy, because at the end of this, you will have an opportunity that's coming. So, sorry, I hate the squeaky table. All right, so Aries, for the overall energy, what it's all going to kind of tie back to is there, as the end result, there will be an opportunity that's coming. You're very logical in the way that you're approaching it. Like, it's kind of a very independent, know what you want type energy. And it is about that balance, that compromise. You can see the scales again right there. However, in the past, you have the devil and the strength card. Leo energy, Capricorn energy, but there may have been something here that took some courage to maybe get past, to let go of, or to find that balance, that flow within. So your intent with the Four of Pentacles is to hold on to something. If this is money, that you're trying, if this is financially or something, your intent could be to save. Your hope is to make things happen, and your wish is right here. Aquarius energy with the star there. So it feels like you kind of put some type of boundaries on a situation, and that took a lot of strength. The fear is coming up right now is the Three of Wands. I'm going to clarify all these, but you do have the Eight of Cups in the immediate future. Around the full moon. That's how we're looking at that one. So it kind of feels like it's not easy, but there's something that, honestly, it feels like it's a little bit difficult to walk away from. You do kind of have a element of be careful what you wish for, but you are the Magician there. You're hoping to manifest. The only thing that concerns me is that Four of Pentacles. Yeah, you've got a wish here. Aquarius energy with a star. So you do have the power to manifest your wish. The moon, Cancer, Pisces energy. You may keep a lot to yourself, but there also, it feels like some type of opportunity that's going to come as a result is still hidden. In the past, like around relationships, kind of related back to that, or otherwise, there could have been like a codependent relationship, or a codependency, or addictions, or it was just something that really held things back. This could be a person with the King of Cups, could be a water sign, doesn't have to be. Around, again, love and relationships, this could be somebody who was maybe even a drinker, or just not really go with love, could be kind of a manipulator energy. And then it's kind of like the start of this moon. Things may not, within this manifestation, you have the Strength in the Five of Cups. There's a couple of things I want to tell you. When you're going for what you want, please don't feel guilty for it. Because it feels like there's a situation where things have kind of let you down now. And around relationship, this is somebody somebody from the past that could possibly reappear because they don't want to lose something, and they're realizing the grass wasn't greener. Around finances, wow, I'm going to tell you career and finances in just a moment. Let me finish, because there's a lot here around stability. But there's also here, I can see there's a love situation here for those that are trying to manifest love. And it may be something from your past that actually you're going to find a lot of healing. All right, so love. There could have been some type of couple of things that happened here. Addictions, codependencies, one-sided relationship, like the Love Oracle suggests. Somebody may end up realizing, and it doesn't look like it's moving just around the beginning of the cycle, that the grass isn't greener. So intending to kind of hold on to this, to save it, because there's a whole lot of happiness that does come from this. So when your intent is the Four of Pentacles, holding on to that, and it kind of looks like things go a little bit down before they go back up. The waiting is the fear, like the unknown, or not knowing how the other person is feeling. A lot that's being kept in is the fear. You are extremely protected, and your dreams, your intuition has a lot to tell you. For some, this is somebody, well, it feels like this is nothing new. This is somebody who's kind of still holding on to hope around the situation. This could be an old friendship, an old flame, somebody you have kids with. But this is somebody with the Five of Cups, now the Six of Cups. They're going to try to re-enter the picture and create this compromise, this balance. With your hopes, you have the Magician and the High Priestess. So whatever, your hope is great. It is to manifest. And it does feel like whatever you are manifesting, you're keeping to yourself. And that is the hope. And that's what you should do. That's the advice there. So there is an opportunity here, and you find a lot of healing, a lot of balance, but I don't think you go right into anything. Actually, your timing is coming up for whatever you're manifesting. It may kind of come more into fruition as it's moving through the cycle, but it may kind of be more Decemberish. So Aries for career. In the past, things could have you could have worked for a major firm even, or there could have also been like addictions or codependencies or something like that that held things back. And that could be even within family or taking care of others financially. But I think that kind of put a lot of disappointment and stress on things. So financially, your intent would be to save, to not overspend, to not splurge. You're very by the books. And around the full moon, you could be actually maybe walking away, it looks like, from something that you're working on. I do think you're making plans, but you could be co-working with someone. It could be another air sign. They're like intellectually the same. Like they're putting forth the same amount of effort, but don't set unrealistic expectations. It looks like that's not what you're doing. Maybe around the new moon, there's some disappointment there, but you have the power, the desire, the hope, the drive to create a big wish. And I'm talking about like superstar status. You could be seen in the public eye. You could go really far with the star and the Six of Wands here. Like this is fame. And when we're ending with the Temperance, in the past here we have the Devil. So you're releasing any type of toxic situations, whether love or otherwise. You're finding a lot of healing. And you're finding that balance. This is a nice reading. You do have the power to manifest this. And it just looks like some past issues have to be resolved. There may be a couple bumps in the road. But at the end of it, either way, this Devil is let go of. So that's a really nice reading. Alright, Aries. So now we will move on to Taurus. Okay, so Taurus, New Moon, Libra. So what Taurus is trying to manifest. So first we'll get advice from your angels and ancestors. Then we'll get the love. Then you can ask your angels. Then we'll lay out some cards. Alright, so advice for Taurus for this upcoming moon cycle, please. Advice for Taurus. Thank you. Alright, you have dream, and journey. And you have sun. Enjoy success and happiness. So it feels like whatever you are dreaming, even if you have been on a long path, a long journey, success, happiness is coming your way. And it feels like you have Hunter, track down your fears and your desires. So dreams, your desires, and kind of, trumping, acknowledging anything that may have kind of made you feel fearful in the past and going towards that. Alright, so Taurus. It's a very down to earth type of energy, like a very homey, a very earthy energy. Alright, so for Taurus trying to manifest love, let's get some or partnerships. Even if you're doing something around collaborating around a work, if that's more your angle of manifestation, just partnerships or relationships, however it's going to come across for Taurus. So you have sunglasses, watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, and you have mask, not showing true feelings, hide, personify, pretend. Gaslighting is in both of these. So you have mask and sunglasses. It feels like there's somebody who is not at all. They're kind of just there in the background, but it doesn't feel like they're really coming forward and showing how they really feel. Alright, Taurus, so anything you would like to ask your angels in regards to what you're manifesting for this moon cycle, go ahead and ask now. Alright, answers for Taurus's question, please. You have within the next few months, and you're ready. So this may be something that kind of just takes time. Like, you know, it's not anything, and that's earth energy as well. It doesn't happen overnight. Kind of just, you know, taking your time, moving at your own pace. Alright, so Taurus, we're going to look at these cards in relation to what you are manifesting. You may have a lot of options, a lot of choices. Trust your intuition because it's there. It's very strong, but it doesn't feel, I just seen that strength card. So it doesn't feel like somebody shows, you may not show like your whole, what you're really thinking, like your whole deck of cards there. Alright, so Taurus, you have the Emperor, Aries energy, ooh, and the Five of Swords. You may have kind of a, yeah, you got the Devil here in the past. And the Empress, wow, you got the Emperor and the Empress right here. What is going on in this moon cycle? You got the Tower for the intent. Alright, yeah. I see what this is. This is somebody, wow. This is a partnership of some sort. Even if it's not, then it could be within self. Like, you gotta really be honest with yourself. There's a pretty stubborn energy here, which is definitely, yeah, I'm a Taurus too. There's definitely Taurus energy here with the King of Pentacles, the Five of Swords. But what you got here is a little bit more than that. You've got, it's right in line with these love cards. Be mindful with your external factors. You have the High Priestess. In the past, you have the Devil. And the fear is the Fool. So with the Fool, this is a fear of like taking fresh starts, going new routes, kind of breaking free. And this could be on your side or someone else's. But you have a pretty possessive energy here, or it could be somebody who is really financially, can be somebody who's really about their money. So don't let greed and things like that get like it, and don't take that the wrong way. But if it's around financially, that could backfire because we are ending overall with the Five of Swords. So please don't take anything I say the wrong way, but I'm gonna keep it very honest with you so that you can manifest exactly what you want. So first, either way, it feels like there's a situation here with the Devil in the past that held things back. And it almost became like the puppet master, like it pulled the strings, you see. So the fear is now losing that. Going away from that, fresh starts, new beginnings is basically the fear. So by the end of it, we have somebody kind of like, oh, why did I do that? Be mindful of gossip, who you tell your business to. There is definitely stalking energy here, like somebody kind of watching. So I'm going to read it as love, then I will read it as career, finances, and money, because there's definitely a story here for both. So let's see. Oh, okay. As far as love, you're content not going towards something. You're no longer in accepting an apology. You're going your own way, and it looks like you're finding, it's almost like things coming to light is the fear, but also you moving forward and being happy. You're willing to bust your ass for what it is that you want. And it feels like you're standing your ground around something there. So around love, it goes right back to this love oracle that's here. There is somebody here who is boo-hooing, crying over spilt milk. It does not look like you're taking an apology, or if they're even approaching it, because they're just kind of sitting there watching. This could be somebody who traveled or communicated in the past. It doesn't even have to be recently. So there's somebody who's kind of really not taking initiative, and they're really kicking themselves in the ass for it. You're working hard and it's paying off. You're actually finding a lot of success, and that's what you're hoping for, a lot of happiness. And there's jealousy around this. There's envy. There's somebody who's very envious around you. So even if this is not relationship, it's just dealing with others, There's somebody who's not going towards something, but then kind of ends up jealous, because you're finding a lot of contentment here. It looks like, at the start of the cycle, you have the Empress, which is your energy. It's also Libra energy, and it's also associated with Venus. And you have the Four of Wands. So it feels like there's kind of a lot of stability here, even within self. You could be like taking care of a family, or just kind of, this is a very stable energy to begin with. However, the intent is a little bit different. It feels like there's some type of anger that could flare up around a situation, whether that's between you and this person, like love-wise or otherwise. Somebody's kind of getting angry during this moon cycle. And with the Tower there, you have a really big, you may have outgrown a situation, or just a really big urge to fight for what you want. And what you're hoping for is to work hard for success, for what makes you happy, for what you want. So your intent is literally to fight for what you want, to work your ass off towards that. But it feels like at the same time, there's something that you're kind of tearing down with the Tower, or some type of real big drive that you get. So in the immediate future, I mean, not the immediate, sorry. This will kind of be where I'm reading around the full moon. That's where you want to be careful about gossip. And it also feels like there could be an apology here, but there is also any type of toxic relationships, friendship, partnerships from the past. You got to let those go, because that's kind of what's happening here. Like if you do something where you're seen in the public eye, or like somebody's watching you, there's jealousy around you, and that could be your social media. That's where they're watching, because the fear is breaking free and kind of going your own way, and fresh starts and new beginnings. But you're coming in as this energy that's very hardworking, very grounded. But as a result, we have the King of Pentacles, who is there's something here that somebody's wanting by the end of it. Like I said, anger, jealousy is here, stalking, but who doesn't end up going towards this. This is Cancer energy. But this is like just kind of looking at something, boo-hooing about it, and not taking action. So it on one side of this, it depends what side of this you're going to fall on. Because especially if it is partnerships or something like that, make sure you're taking action and taking initiative towards what you want. But it kind of feels like you're at the end of it, even if you're doing this, you're manifesting on your own. Then this is just your balance of feminine and masculine energy, right? So it feels like you're kind of just sitting there comfy, and there's somebody who's done kind of lost you, or there's still jealousy, or still kind of wanting to hold on to this, and there's some jealousy that's radiating, possessive type energy, jealousy type energy. So around career and finance, education, things like that, there may be something that you be careful of being. I don't, in the past, you're the devil here. So be careful of overdoing it financially. The King of Pentacles and the devil can represent some type of, it can be somebody who's possessive over money, or very money hungry, but it ends up looking like somebody may miss an opportunity and they end up regretting it because of like stubbornness. For some, you could be going back to school. The intent is good. You just have the fear here would be taking a risk going towards something. And so there may be something that you have to go towards, or kind of break free and kind of take some type of risk in order to get this, because you might end up missing an opportunity. Don't be too hard-headed, stubborn, because the intent is to work hard here. It's actually hard work, determination to fight for what you want. But it looks like you know, it's possible that somebody may end up missing an opportunity, and it's all because like there was no action that was taken, or you know, don't get, like I said, too greedy or too ahead of things, because it's pretty stable now. There could be a job offer that's coming for some. You could be returning to school as well. Whatever you're manifesting, keep it to yourself, because there could be some jealousy around it, and somehow it could spark some anger. Is still here. So don't let anyone take you out of your element. Alright. Okay, so Gemini. Let's get advice from your angels and ancestors. Then we'll get some love partnership cards. And then we'll do Ask the Angels, and we'll lay down some cards. See where things are headed for you guys for the upcoming moon cycle. So can I have advice for Geminis manifesting during this moon cycle? Advice for Geminis, please. Alright. Ooh, Guardian Angel. Aries had that. You may have that in your chart. You are not alone. You also have High Priestess. Harnessed your mystic powers. Ooh, and another one of my favorites, Mother Earth. Feel loved and comforted. So pretty cool. And the mystic powers here, something that you may do that's kind of on an intuitive level. This is a very like protected energy. Like you hold the key to something. You're protected around whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. Like it's already kind of written there. That's a cool energy. Feel love and comforted, which is Mother Earth. And this is, I mean, a good representation of the Empress, which is associated with Venus, Libra energy. So if you are, you know, that has to do with love, partnerships, family, you know, that type of thing. All right. I'm dropping cards. All right. So love, partnership cards for Gemini. You have Clock. Needs time, takes time, in time, cycles, time to heal and progress. You also have the Phoenix. New phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, and changed mind. Twin flame. So it kind of feels like you have, that's balance, which is what this moon cycle is about. Union, loyalty, coupling, complementing each other. So there definitely may be somebody that you're kind of coming in line with in one way or another. So anything that you'd like to ask your angels, go ahead and ask now. Alright, so advice for Gemini. Answer for Gemini's question. Alright, you have listened to your intuition, and yes. Trust is at the bottom of the deck. Alright, so it definitely looks like whatever you're going towards, whatever it is that you're manifesting, you're definitely protected. You have help along the way. You may bring a lot of balance. Alright, so Gemini's manifesting. What's going on with their manifestations this moon cycle? Alright, let's see, Gemini. You have the Hermit, Virgo energy, crossed by the Fool. Looks like you're taking your time, actually. It does feel like, you know, there may be a lot of kind of earth-moving energy. You have the Strength card, the Knight of Pentacles, the slowest moving knight of the deck, the Eight of Swords. So the fear is literally fear, mental fear. The mind comes into play and can sense things. Well, you're definitely protected. Okay, but it feels like you're doing kind of a lot of internal soul searching about where you want to go, your next move. And in the past, you've been planting seeds. You've been taking your time, kind of, with the Seven of Pentacles. So this may be kind of continuing to work on something. But with the Seven of Pentacles in the past, this is about planting seeds and waiting for them to grow, kind of taking it day by day, investing your time and energy into this. So this may be something that you're continuing. It doesn't have to be. But with you have the Four of Swords more recently. So it kind of looks like, you could have been meditating a lot or kind of just laying low. That's a lot of peace, a lot of healing, a lot of recovery time. So even if you're trying to, improve your health, that's a good sign. Starting off at the new moon, that is a recovery card. For the intent, you have the Strength card, which is Leo energy. That's not a whole lot of intent to move anywhere in a hurry. You're kind of around the full moon, you have the Knight of Pentacles, so it's kind of in relation to this in the past, the Seven of Pentacles, slowest moving knight of the deck, but the Knight of Pentacles gets the job done when the Knight of Pentacles gets there. It's a very reliable knight, but again, very slow. The fear is the Eight of Swords. This is literally fear of the mind, overthinking, feeling trapped in oneself, like mental imprisonment of the mind. When in actuality, there is something here that you're curious about, that you're interested in. Your hopes is the Nine of Cups. It kind of feels like your hope is to kind of just be content within self. That is a wish card, and it does feel like there's something here that you're wishing for, but you're ending with the High Priestess. So you have to trust your intuition, and it feels like you're just kind of doing like a lot of soul searching, a lot of keeping things in. If you could be doing something that's spiritual here, but if you don't meditate, you should. Just because it would clear this fear up. The fear is literally mental fear. And this can be blocked. This can be like, oh, if it's, I mean, I know anxiety is difficult, but this is something in our own mind that, it can keep us trapped. Or the feeling of, being trapped. And this is a Gemini card. Around the dates of May 21st through the 31st. So maybe those dates would feel it more. All right. So yeah, you have the moon and the Ten of Cups. It feels like you're keeping a lot of your feelings, your emotions in, or you're kind of just sifting through those. It does feel like there's a chance or something that you're trying to go towards. It's you're optimistic, you're excited, but you're taking your time, and I think you're keeping a lot of that in, a lot of those emotions or whatever you're doing to yourself. Your dreams have a lot to tell you. The Hierophant in the past, so you could have been putting a lot of time and energy into something that's spiritual, religious, or something that is kind of in line with your values. You may be somebody that a lot of people come to for advice or look to for higher counsel, but you've definitely been taking your time. You're in this energy of very confident, but also very chill with where things are. You are extremely intuitive, so use that. Yeah, the intent is the Strength card and the Temperance card. Sagittarius energy, your intent is to heal, is to kind of where things are, to keep the peace, to just take your time here. It feels like if you're dealing in partnerships with others, there's something that you were trying to heal. So I would, anything from your past that wasn't in line with your values, especially around relationship or partners, don't backtrack, especially because the beginning, it's not, just don't backtrack. Because I feel like there's a reason of something from the past that you've kind of already healed from that may kind of make you nervous about what you're trying to go for, or a reason why you're overthinking it. Around career and finances, around the new moon, you have the Seven of Pentacles again, which was here in the past. So it kind of just feels like you're making a plan, a strategic plan about where you're going to invest your time and energy. You're doing it very logically, very confidently, but it really feels like there's something that you're trying to step into, a new way of doing things, but the mind is kind of holding things back. Finances do look like around financially, career, whatever you're investing your time and energy into. you're hoping for a lot of stability from that, a lot of financial gain. Confidence is here, but you're not like you're using your intellect to get you through. And also, it also looks like you could be healing because around relationships, you're waiting for something that's committed, that's loyal, that's not just temporary. But around, it also looks like I said, there's something here that's on your mind, maybe something that you're curious about or intrigued about for external factors, but I don't think you're going straight towards it. Around, and then it kind of looks like at the end, there's still a lot of distress and worry around something that you're kind of letting go of. And if it's a person, it can always be reversed, but there is possibility that with the devil here, and this is what's stressing you, and your intent is to heal, is to let go of something, to move past something that was toxic or kept holding you back, or, you know, there could be codependency, addictions. See, there could have been a couple of things, but your intent is to heal from this. So it kind of feels like that may be what's holding you back. For some, it could go a couple of ways, right? But it feels like you've made some type of peace with that. And that's your intent, is to wait for something that's solid, that's long-term. As far as relationships, I wouldn't backtrack. You know, if there's been deceit, dishonesty in the past, I wouldn't backtrack. Around career, finances, education, I mean, you're extremely intuitive. I think you keep a lot in. Your dreams have a lot to tell you, and there's a risk that you're planning to take, and you're doing it on your own time. But when we're ending with the Nine of Swords and the fear was the Eight of Swords, you know, if, like I said, if you don't meditate, then do, because your mind may begin to play some tricks on you, make you think like you can't do what you actually can do. All right, Gemini. All right, so Cancer, let's get to it. First, we're going to get cards from your angels and ancestors. Then we're going to get some love oracle. We're going to look at that from a love and partnership. So even if you're looking for financial and, you know, you're dealing with somebody, you're thinking about collaborating, something like that. And then we're also get cards. You can ask your angels anything, then we'll lay down the tarot. All right, so Cancer. Cancer is trying to manifest. First out, you got the oracle. Wait for important information. So there may be something that's pretty important that's coming to you a little bit unexpected. You got protection, guardian. Drop your shields, which can be hard to do. And you also have air guardian. So shift your perception. So it feels like there may be some type of communication or information that you find out throughout this moon cycle. And it is okay for you to kind of let your guard down a little bit, because it may actually shift your perception, for how things are. All right, so love and partnership cards for Cancer, please. All right, we got heartbroken, deeply hurt, sad, separation, breakup, feeling lost, grieving and mourning. You also have girl with a snake, empath and narcissist, being charmed or used, enable boundaries. So make sure you're making healthy decisions when it comes to love, partnership. You also have palm tree, stability, security, growth, endurance, and flexibility. So that kind of goes with that perception card, shifts your perception. If you are trying to manifest love, you know, make sure you're not kind of just going back to a same situation that keeps, you know, maybe one-sided or keep pulling you back. All right, so Cancer, anything you would like to ask your angels, go ahead and ask them now. Oh, it's just flying all the way out. All right, you gotta know. Get one more within the next few weeks. So it just may not be the right time for something. Take your time with whatever it is that you're doing. Excuse me, whatever it is that you're manifesting. All right, so Cancer. Let's get cards for Cancer's manifestation during this moon cycle. Yeah, there's that Ace of Swords. So even in line with that, wait for important information. There may be some type of communication or knowledge that's gained, epiphany that you have around relationships or dating. Be mindful of players or somebody who's kind of non-committal and in and out. Make sure they're willing to commit to the team. All right, so Cancer, let's see. Ooh, finance looking great. Oh, there is an offer here. It feels like an extension for something that with this palm tree where there is stability and security that's there. All right, yeah. I would be mindful of telling your business to others. Gossipy situations, don't listen to the gossip. Don't listen to the hearsay. Make sure that communication is coming across how you mean it, because there is communication that's coming this month, but it feels like this cycle, but it could kind of be a little bit set back. Okay. It's interesting because what's happening here is going against the hopes. Is how it's in like there's a big change that ends up happening at the end of this. Sorry. So all right, let me shuffle this deck. So you are overall ending with the Death card, which is Scorpio energy, and at the end of this cycle we'll be entering Scorpio season. However, it's possible that there's like on a relationship angle or partnership, there's some stalking here. There's somebody kind of just watching there, observing. Be mindful of those who come around and kind of like just collect information, but they have an ulterior motive. So even if you're trying to manifest like money or a new business or a home, even a family, just there's a big emphasis here on, I don't know, some things are just a need to know basis. The fear here is the wheel. So the wheel is change, but it's also growth and expansion. It has to do with communication as well. And it feels like there's some type of setback in one particular area on communication. But also with the wheel, this is inevitable change. So it's kind of, that could be the fear of somebody kind of losing control of a situation. For the hopes, you have the devil, Capricorn energy. So the fact that we have the Page of Swords and this Five of Swords, it feels like there's a situation in your past that may kind of still be, or this could be around friends or even just a way of thinking that may kind of still be there floating in the energy, but you're ending with the Death card. So you're changing, you're transforming, and you're releasing any type of negativity, and you're finding a lot of stability at the end of that. All right, so let's see. Let's just lay down a couple more cards. You got the Hierophant, Taurus energy, the Queen of Wands. Okay. So, wow, you got the Magician for the beginning of the new moon. That's the power to manifest. That's the power to make things happen. Your intent is to work, to build something that's stable. And I'll go through it, love and finance separately, but what you're intending and what you're manifesting, you're going to get, and it's going to bring you a lot of stability, a lot of security with that. Clearly decide what you want, because even around work, career, love, you have a lot of options here. It kind of feels like you have a lot of worlds going on. A lot coming towards you, but you also have this person that's in your energy, it feels like. Possibly not, but I'm going to go through it as love, and I'll go through it as finance. So as love here, you have a lot of options. There may have been some jealousy that's around you in the past. There may have been a relationship that was very physical or is very physical. It could be a little bit obsessive on some part, like somebody really has a hard time, like things may not just all the way even out as far as things being stable and kind of all the way there. I mean, it's a fantastic, confident energy. You're you're making things happen. You're creating your happiness here at the new moon. Your intent is to work, is to actually put in the energy, the time, the effort into like something that looks like that's pretty serious, pretty like monogamous, and you're achieving that commitment by the time this is all said and done. Around the full moon, you definitely have a lot of options. You may have somebody kind of peeking, checking up on something there, doing some checking up, some research. But around the full moon with the Seven of Cups, clearly decide what you want. Like when you're manifesting, know what you want and go straight towards that. For some, you could be going back to school, but the fear is, like I said, with this wheel and the judgment, like this is an awakening. This is a decision. So when there's a whole lot of options here around the full moon, and it feels like as far as you and this other person, like on both sides, possibly both have options. For some, there's like a married man or a married woman or somebody who's committed elsewhere. Doesn't have to be, but the decision is actually the fear or the awakening, like the realization. So for external factors, you have the Ace of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. It does look like somebody's going to offer something that's committed, that's solid, that's kind of next level. And this might be something that kind of takes more than one moon cycle, because in the past, this offer, it looks like somebody's already been waiting on. Something that's solid, like a solid offer, but somebody's really been kind of taking their time, or something's been holding that back. So this offer that you've been waiting on, or something that's stable, more committed, more grounded, more secure, December-ish. For the hopes, you have the King of Wands and the Devil. I mean, this could be somebody that you're just really, really into physically. This is somebody who's definitely really into you physically, both kind of this confident energy, both maybe it could be entrepreneurs or really busy with work and have a lot going on. And the fact that we're ending with the Death and the Hangman, I mean, just clearly decide what you want, because it feels like something kind of, there is a change that's happening, possibly like a rebirth, but there's still some type of pause there. Overall, it's a good reading. You're manifesting something that it's looking like you're building towards. Your intent is good. Your ability to manifest is good. Keep what you're manifesting to yourself. There may be something that's like brand new. If you are trying to manifest something that's brand new, but it looks like something stable-ish is more towards December, just clearly decide what you want. Around career finances, you may have been kind of either taking your time with something in particular, or it could just be somebody's been kind of dragging their feet. But now around the new moon, you're manifesting exactly what you want, what makes you happy, kind of taking charge, shining the light on things. And with the sun, you need the sun for things to grow. So your intent is to work, to put your focus on your career, to really take action, to race towards that. Make sure, especially with the Page of Swords, and get more information, read all your messages, check your spam folder. For some, you may be like going back to school or trying to, learn something new, learn some new skills, some new trades, that type of thing. Don't be afraid of change, growth, or kind of even, this is good energy. And inevitable change. It kind of feels like is the fear, because we have something moving so slow in the past. So if, there may have been kind of a reason there, but there could be an opportunity for a new house or something that provides a lot of security, because you are going to end up finding that stability, that security, that money. It's a very stable energy there. With the hopes being the Devil and the King of Wands, I mean, you could be hoping to like work for a major firm, or this could be somebody who's kind of hoping to maybe get by on their looks or attitude. I don't know why it's coming across like that, but it is. It feels like there may be something that you're either kind of waiting on, or when this card said look at things from a different perspective, for ending with the Hangman, which is look at things from all angles, all perspectives. And with the Death card there, Scorpio energy, release what's not working for you. Let go. Don't hold on to anything from your past, any type of resentment, or even if it's fear, or just kind of like trying to resist inevitable change. It's a good reading. It just feels like there may be a little bit of stagnation around relationships, definitely some obsession, or somebody who's feels like they're trying to push back the inevitable a little bit, or just not really quite clear on what they want yet. All right, so Leo, manifesting during the new moon. First, we're going to get advice from your angels and ancestors. Then we'll get some love or partnerships. So even if you're looking around career, or, start a business, anything that has to deal with involving others, we're going to kind of use that deck for. Then we will ask your angels. You'll have a chance to ask your angels anything you'd like. We'll lay down the tarot. All right, so advice for Leo, please. Thank you. You have Heart Guardian, love, and let yourself be loved. You also have the Seer, see beyond your current situation. So you may be in a really big kind of heart space. Direction Guardian, choose your path. So be clear on what you want. Look beyond what's happening, like just in the moment right now. Especially when it comes to love or dealing with others, partnerships, things like that. Look beyond what's happening within your world altogether right now. Pick the path that you want to manifest. Stick to that. Choose your path. So it does feel like it's kind of, something here is definitely up to you. You have addiction, codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block, and restraint. You also have heart with a key, welcoming love, meeting the one, open your heart again, getting together, and perfect. So let your heart, love and let yourself be loved, and also open your heart. It does feel like there's something, some type of compromise that has to be had here. Sunglasses, watching, looking, stalking, perception, focusing out, and gaslighting. All right, so Leo, anything, and that's right under codependent, obsession, has a block, controlling, so making healthy choices within relationships. All right, Leo, anything you'd like to ask your angels about your manifesting, go ahead and ask now. Okay, answer for Leo's question, please. Thank you. All right, so you have a resounding no, but you also have it's up to you. So where you have choose your path, I think it's something here is definitely going to be your choice, but maybe the past ways of approaching a particular situation may have to change. Something's going to have to alter. You got to pick that path and look beyond how things are going at the moment. Allow yourself and know that you're deserve love. And one that even if you're not trying to manifest love, like you deserve to feel like you're something, you're someone, and never feel different than that. Regardless of, okay. Leo, we have the Eight of Swords crossed by the Three of Swords, the Nine of Wands in the past, and this Devil, the Ace of Swords, the Four of Cups. Okay, this is crazy. There's some type of communication, some type of clarity, some type of epiphany that somebody's going to have, right? A realization. There's not a lot of effort being made here, and there's definitely a reason. whatever this is that you're trying to manifest. You have the Eight of Swords crossed by the Three of Swords. So with the Eight of Swords, this is fear. This is at least mental imprisonment, like overthinking and worry, but it can literally be fear of getting hurt or of getting, I mean, it could be getting rejected, but this is like something on an emotional level, something that's caused a lot of pain, and it kind of feels like it's there, it's in the energy. So in the past, we have the Nine of Wands and the Devil. Capricorn energy, but there was something that happened in the past, was here in the past, whether it was a relationship. This could be anxiety, self-doubt, a way of thinking that really is difficult. I mean, this could even be some type of like trauma that somebody went through on some level. Like, this is hard to move past. So when this is happening, this is lingering. It's a residual effect. So around the full moon, you have the Four of Cups, Cancer energy. It's kind of, I want to say it's getting fed up, but this is not even budging towards, if, I don't want to say anything, but at least towards emotion. The cups represent emotion. So it's kind of like looking at something, but it doesn't just fall in our lap. It doesn't just happen. So kind of taking an initiative there, because the fear is the Five of Wands. Is maybe the competition or the fighting for it or getting up and just taking action. For the intent, you have the Ace of Swords and the hopes. You have the Six of Cups. It looks like there is somebody who's hoping to reach out, hoping to communicate, hoping to clear something up, bring some truth, bring some. With the Six of Cups, this could be an old friend, a sibling, a friendship. This is the intent and the hope here is to regain some type of clarity, some type of friendship, to get something back in line. That's a beautiful, beautiful intent and hope. But, and you're ending with the Sun, which is Leo energy, but I'm not sure that anyone's taking action. I mean, it doesn't matter around career or relationship. This feels like somebody who is not opening up because of possibly past issue fears. Fear of opening up, of moving towards something, of possible rejection, of pain, of getting hurt. Just opening oneself up, period. I'm sorry, Leo. Don't take anything I say as, I mean, because especially if this is like love, you know, it can always be the other person. All right, show me these cards. The Moon, Cancer, Pisces energy, and the King of Cups. All right, somebody's keeping a lot hidden here. There could be somebody who is just not good with emotions, could get very jealous, but there also could be somebody here where there's like addictions, possibly drinking and alcohol, codependency. Somebody's struggling here. And it feels like on an emotional level, it really feels like the masculine energy. Yeah, the Tower, the Emperor. We have a lot of... Okay. There's definitely communication here. There's a phone call that comes, something that gets revealed. There's somebody who's coming back around. It looks like into the picture. This could be somebody that you're dating, a friends with benefits, somebody that you're just hanging out with, right? It feels like somebody's might be, there's a big change to the circumstances. Whether this is, whatever it is that you're manifesting, either love, partnerships, career, I mean, all this is going to kind of tie in together, because there is, the intent is great. Around career, there's a job opportunity here. Around love, partnerships, dating, friendships, somebody's thinking about you constantly. They're returning. There's a phone call that comes in. The intent, the hope is to reconcile, to hang out, be mindful of friends with benefit situations unless that's what you're looking for. However, something gets revealed and it brings a huge change of events with it. So this could be somebody who's kind of dominating or controlling, or somebody who struggled with addictions, codependencies, and things like that in the past. So hold on, there's a plane going by. So this communication comes and something gets revealed. And around the full moon, I'm going to just tell you, because this feels like it's either within self, or it feels like there's also another person that's involved here, even if it is a job opportunity, right? You have the Five of Cups and the Four of Cups. So around the full moon, there could be some type of arguments or drama that's going to push this energy back. Because this type of energy, whether you're dealing with a water sign or not, does not go towards conflict. It's going to kind of pull away from conflict, from competition. And when it comes to competing for something or fighting for something or any type of drama, not interested, not going towards it. And that's because it may either like trigger something from somebody's past, or just kind of a shutting down emotionally type thing. Because the fear is the Five of Wands. So when this Five of Wands comes around the full moon, somebody pulls back. There's definitely communication, but somebody is very protective of their heart and is coming from a very logical mindset, where they're going to be very protective of self. It feels like this energy is carrying a lot of pain and a lot of worry, but doesn't show that. Like I said, the intent, the hope is great. Even the outcome is great. You have the sun and the moon, yin and the yang. However, somebody is concealing a lot of worry, a lot of fear, a lot of pain. When there's a lot of love, but it looks like somebody may kind of, past events may kind of play a factor on how things are going to pan out through this moon cycle. And this is all about compromise. The intent is great. The hope is great. Even the outcome is great. The competition, the arguing, the drama, or the just competing around it is the fear. But there's an underlying reason that somebody doesn't really reveal. That's this perception. So the best way to deal with this, I would imagine, would be the, handle with care. Don't overthink things, because your angels, your guides said love and let yourself be loved, and somebody may hold back out of fear. All right, Leo. Okay, so Virgo manifestations, any placement in your chart. But first we're going to get advice from your angels and ancestors. Then we'll get some from the love oracle. Anything, if you're doing anything love or partnerships, even if that's within career, anything dealing with others. We'll see how that's going, and then we'll also, I'll give you a chance to ask your angels anything that you like, and then we'll get to the tarot. Alright, so Virgo, you have Mirror Guardian, take time to reflect. You also have Fire Guardian, ignite your passion. So go within and find what it is that you truly want. Like, not that you just want, but really that you're passionate about. You have Guardian Angel. You are not alone. So it feels like the fact you have two guardians, well, three, Mirror Guardian, Fire Guardian, and Guardian Angel. You have your guides. You're very protected. All right, so from partnerships and love, you have Not Today and the Chaser. Not dealing, hurt, avoiding a conversation, person or call, still angry. And then with the chaser in a codependent relationship, fear of abandonment issues. So you may be kind of you know, kind of pushing away anything that any type of relationship, partnership that's one-sided. And if you are trying to create that, you know, it could be in relation to the person you're dealing with, but also at the same time, it could have to do with self. So just kind of take it how it resonates. All right, Virgo. So anything you would like to ask your angels, go ahead and do so now. All right. So you have success and you have no. So it's kind of just like success is coming. It's possible it may not come in the exact form that you're expecting it to come in, but you will find success, growth, happiness, and whatever that you're trying to imagine, or trying to manifest. But if it just kind of feels like, you know, it may sometimes kind of show up in a different way. All right, so Virgo, upcoming new moon Libra cycle. Let's get it. You got the Page of Swords crossed by the Five of Swords. There's a series. All right. Wow, you've already been manifesting. Somebody's got their eye on you big time. All right. Well, first of all, Virgo, let me say, your power, your ability to manifest is here. It's huge. It's radiating. So there are some things that's going on though. On a positive note, at the beginning of the new moon, we have the Magician. So it's yours for the taking. You're manifesting. Everything's lining up in your favor to create what you want. You could be going back to school. You could be learning something. But your intent, either way, regardless of what you're manifesting, is the Queen of Wands. Confident. You're doing your damn thing. Energetic, getting things done. People are going to be like naturally drawn to you. So around the full moon, you have the Knight of Pentacles. That's your energy. You're taking your time, moving slow, taking it day by day. In the past, you had the Ace of Cups. So you may have met someone. This could be somebody that's brand new, or there was a person or situation that you already felt like emotionally drawn to, regardless of how that was going, because it could be going pretty good. External factors, you have the Death card. So there is some type of change, transformation that's coming. In your intent, your hope is the Empress. This is associated with Venus, Libra energy as well. This is hoping for this is family. This is stability. This is, the things that we really crave, we desire, love, partnerships, the things that mean a lot to us. And then you're ending with the Six of Cups. However, the kicker is the overall energy, and what it's all kind of tying back to is the Page of Swords crossed by the Five of Swords. So, two ways this is going. A, don't let anyone take you out of your element, because you may have some haters. Also, be mindful of gossip. And remember, when you are manifesting, it is so important. And what you have the power to do and you're doing it, you have to keep it to yourself. And take your time, but jealousy, envy, others' input kind of gets in the way. All right, so don't overspend. Well, I think you're more done with the situation than it's done with you. I'll go through this for love, and then I will go through it, or love, partnerships, relationships, and then I will go through it financially. Either way, it's something else. Like I said, in the past, there was something new, brand new love, or just an overflowing amount of love. There's a mutual energy here, a mutual connection, a bond. So even around where we are, the new moon, you have this Queen of Wands who's here for intent. Like I said, you're confident in what you're manifesting. You're taking action. You're going towards that. The Queen of Wands is definitely energetic. The leadership, like I said, people are drawn to her, kind of watching that energy. And your intent is to kind of just go with the flow. Sagittarius energy with the Temperance card, but this is about healing. You may be trying to make, you're creating a lot, but you're really kind of just confident in your energy and not really rushing towards it. You do have somebody that's spying here. And it's possibly somebody that, you know, if this is somebody from your past, maybe something that you're letting go of, or you're just not like rushing. You're just kind of enjoying your moment. So around the full moon, you have the moon and the Knight of Pentacles. It feels like there's a lot hidden. This is kind of where that's kind of like still hidden. That's not seen at the moment. It does feel like there's this mutual energy here, this mutual attraction with the sun and the moon, but you're just kind of taking your time. We have the Seven of Pentacles, for the fears, the Seven of Swords, and the Judgment. So for some, if there was a third party situation or somebody, you know, who kind of ghosted, or maybe even it was a friend that kept stealing from things. So the fear is the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is the seat. Being lied to, being played, being ghosted, being tricked. Because there's definitely kind of maybe a sneaky energy here, or somebody who's like a little bit more out for self. So with external factors being the Death and the Seven of Pentacles, you're going through a lot of change. You're shifting, you're transforming where you're investing your time and energy into. So you're really taking action here. You're finding like a lot of stability and healing within yourself. And it looks like this is somebody, for some, I mean, you definitely could be manifesting like pregnancy, or that's definitely, oh shoot, I dropped it. Sorry. That's definitely possible here for some. And I'm just saying that because even Venus, that's fertility, romance. It's definitely possible that's here in the cards for some. But, you're kind of really taking charge here. But for the end result, oh, and the sun. Pregnancy is definitely possible if that's what you're trying to manifest. But something's still not working out here. We have the Ace of Wands, right? Which is something that's like the thought of it. It can also be something that we're passionate about, but it kind of just, it doesn't last as long. So whatever you're trying to manifest, for some it may be like more June-ish. Because for the outcome, we have the Five of Swords, the Page of Pentacles. Somebody's really missing you, or there's a sense of abandonment here. Like the card said, abandonment issues. You have the Five of Pentacles, which can be somebody who ghosts, who breadcrumbs, and it's just something's not really lining up. This is a card of feeling, you know, neglect or kind of isolation. And this could be on the side of somebody that you're dealing with. And I just say that because your energy is coming in so confident. The fact that we have somebody doing spying. Gossip is also something that could really intervene with things, because we have a lot of manifesting in the past. Things are going good, and then it feels like there's some type of, you know, bump in the road, or somebody who's really missing you. But with the outcome being the Five of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, it kind of feels like, you know, whatever somebody put their time and energy into, there's some type of lacking feeling that comes out as a result. So a relationship, I would, you know, just be mindful of like ghosting situations, or a gossip as well. Around career and finance, you start off manifesting. It looks like you're very pulled to, driven to, confident about what you're manifesting, and you're taking your time with it. You're taking it day by day. Do take your time with it, but come up with a plan, like a strategic plan on how you're going to move forward. Allow things to change, because there is a lot of change, a lot of growth release anything that's not like any type of bad spending habits or overspending. You've really got to take your time, and this is an investment. Like, it is something that you plant seeds into, and you got to wait for them to grow. But something abundant will come. However, there may be something here that's a little bit more short-term, temporary. This could be something that you're doing with others, or like a family member or a friend. And you may kind of end up feeling like, why did I do that? Like, make sure you're getting all your research and investigating around the situation, like looking into it, getting all the credentials and things like that, because you may kind of end up in this energy of like, why did I do that? And with the Five of Pentacles, that can represent some type of financial loss or setback in general. So just be very mindful about where you're investing your time and energy. Take your time. But with the fear being the Seven of Swords, the Seven of Swords is creating some type of like detailed plan and taking it slow. I would definitely, in all dealings and making sure like whatever you're manifesting, there's honesty here. I would watch your be careful of like scams, clicking on emails, because it does look like you're investing something here, but there could be some type of like spying, or it almost makes me feel like, like you buy something online or swipe your card at a gas station, whatever it is, and somebody gets your information. Like, be mindful of that, of things that like seem like they're too good to be true. And get all the research about like where you're investing into your money, your funds, your time, your energy. Because something there may kind of pull up as lacking. Alright, let me find anything else that I dropped. Alright, so Libra, happy birthday to you guys. Let's see, we're going to see what your angels and ancestors have for you, what you're manifesting. Then we're also going to get some love or partnership. So regardless if this is a relationship, love, just something dealing with others in general. And then we will give you a chance to ask your angels anything that you would like. And we'll lay down some tarot. So, alright. Cards for Libra for what they're manifesting. The cycle, please. Magnificent Libras. You guys are going to have a great cycle. You got Shield Maiden. Make plans and focus. You also have Medicine Mother. Honor your inner knowing. And Drum. Dream and journey. You are powerful. You already know. You're like, that energy is like so on point. Like, you have the power to make whatever you want. Like, whatever you dream about, whatever you fantasize about, whatever this is that you're trying to manifest, you can definitely make that into reality. Alright, so love and or partnership cards for Libra for this moon cycle, please. Thank you. Alright, so you have Heart with the Key. Welcoming love, meeting the one, open your heart. Then you have love, unconditional love, self-love, oneness, affection, attraction. And you have boat, receiving what you need, progression, arriving, closure issues. Alright, so a whole lot of love there, getting what you need, moving forward. Alright, so Libra, anything you would like to ask your angels, go ahead and ask them now. Alright, answer for Libra's question. What do we have? You have choose a new direction. So make plans and focus, choose a new direction, and remain positive. So, not all, you may be pointed in a specific direction for your highest good. You got to remain positive and with like the abundance that's coming behind it. Because you're being, You have honor your inner knowing. And in this card, choose a new direction. You're being pointed to something. So you may kind of already feel it. You may have dreamed about it as well. So just focus on what you want, make those plans, and stick to it. All right, so let's get some tarot cards around what Libra is manifesting this moon cycle. It's like you're making a decision to put make self a priority. All right, you got the Five of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. Huh. All right, well, a lot of self-care has happened in the past. So, somebody's definitely, oh, okay, admiring you. It's possible, you have more than one person here, but this is kind of how it's going. Your focus has been and is remaining one, or it needs to for external factors. You have the Ace of Cups, even if because there could be love or something that like means a lot to you that's blooming here. But you do have a couple of things going on here. So bear with me when I get all this out. You've really been focusing on yourself. You could have been single, even financially secure in the past, or just focusing on finances and higher self. There's some type of communication that comes in. It looks like a phone call. And around this cycle, something's going to get revealed. The fear is actually, it feels like somebody's finding out something. So that's why you got to trust your inner knowing. Because with the fear being the Seven of Swords, this is Aquarius energy, but this can be a couple of things. Let me go through this. I'll do love, then I will do career, finance, self-help, things like that. Health, sorry. All right. So Libra, let's lay down these cards. Wow, you have 3 aces out here already. Okay. A couple of ways this is going. All right. Libra. Around love. Or partnerships, friendships, whatever it is. And you've really done a lot of focus on yourself. And in the past, you could have been even like a boss lady, very financially secure, maybe just independent, but somebody found you intimidating, kept a lot to yourself. And it's coming off as you were very stable here, very grounded, very independent. So now somebody's been holding a lot in, possibly like emotionally or keeping emotions hidden, or, could just be also secretly hanging on to something. But it's still kind of that hidden vibe at the start of the new moon when the moon is low. And that is like the dark moon. Things haven't been revealed, so that makes sense. The intent, though, is the Hermit and the Ace of Swords. So this is to communicate, but also somebody's revealing something that it feels like was hidden. Your intent at the same time is to cut out what's no longer serving you, to find those snakes in the path. Because the fear here is getting cheated, getting ghosted, getting hell. I mean, it's not being able to trust the situation. This right here is the Seven of Swords and the Five of Pentacles is ghosted. This can also be like theft or, somebody taking something. But in relation to in the past, it's possible that the fear here is also somebody feeling like that there's going to be like financial setbacks. Like the weight, the responsibility, because in the immediate future, you have the Emperor and the Ten of Wands, right? So it looks like somebody's struggling here. They're trying. They're making an effort, but somebody may be around the full moon carrying a lot of weight, a lot of responsibility. And the fact that finances looked pretty good here, you were in a stable spot, very independent. The fear could definitely either be a financial setback, especially if you've been saving lately, or theft, getting ghosted, getting breadcrumbs. So with the external factors being the Ace of Cups and the Temperance, there is new love that's trying that's coming in your energy, right? But it's looking like you're waiting or you're healing. You're not making much of a move. Um, and that's kind of the hope here is with the Knight of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. Like, you may be willing to talk, but this is to kind of move forward very slowly at your own pace and focus on yourself, because you have the Page of Pentacles here for the outcome as well, kind of where the moon's wrapping up. So you're just taking it day by day. You're taking your time here. You're putting a lot of focus and emphasis on yourself. You're not trying to argue. You're not trying to fuss. You're hardworking. You could be like writing a book or something like that as well. I feel like you're very connected to this person, and that almost they're mirroring your energy, but you're focusing on self-love. For some, there could have been somebody that like you cut out or you last talked to or possibly even communicated with in September, but it looks like love could be more so sparking around March. Pisces season. So around career and finances, there could be some phone calls that come in, some type of good communication, a job opportunity, possibly even around self-help, wellness, things like that. But there may be some type of competition around it, or um, there may be a lot kind of going on in that arena. So you come off as very, financially secure. Around the new moon, there is that phone call here. There's something new that's presented, maybe a new idea, a new epiphany, something that you're working towards. It doesn't look like you're overspending, or you may be kind of saving there. That could also be advice with the Four of Pentacles there, because the fear again would be theft or lost or coming up short on bills, financially kind of lacking or not having that security, that support. So your intent is to like focus on it feels like your clarity, seeing any snakes in the path. You may be having some type of an epiphany, or it feels like either way something kind of gets revealed around some type of communication here. It does look like around the full moon something takes quite a bit of effort, but you're putting in that effort. You're trying, you're handling your business, you're working towards it. You're kind of just waiting here. It does feel like you're very connected with yourself and with what you're doing, very much focused on self-love, taking it day by day, open communication. And really just is focusing on self. It feels like there's something in the work, something along the lines of communication, but it's also it feels like a continuation of what you've started. So this almost feels like a multi-step level thing. It may have been around something that started in September-ish. It's kind of going to hit its peaks around maybe March, and then followed by June. For some, you could be writing a book. It may take some type of, finding, like, especially if it's health, wellness, beauty regimens, getting in shape, something that you're saving for, job opportunity, a book that you're writing, or just financial security. The focus is on self. The mission is to achieve that for self. All right, Libra. Good reading. Okay, so Scorpio. First, we're going to get cards from your angels and ancestors. Then we're going to get, it's a love oracle, but we're going to look at it for if you're manifesting love or something dealing with others. This is a big moon for partnerships, collaboration, like, things involving others. So, and then we will, I will give you a chance to ask your angels anything you like, then we'll lay down some tarot. So, cards for Scorpio. Grow within your current situation. You have wise ones. So there may be something that you're currently already in the mix of manifesting or working on or working towards. You have Father Sky. Trust in the unknown. You have a lot of birds here. Birds represent messages. And traveler, move in a new direction. So there may be something that you're already doing, but like a little pivot, a little turn, is what you may be guided towards. And you may have to kind of alter your original plan. All right, just a little bit, just a little bit. All right, so Scorpio, let's get love or partnership, whatever it is that you're manifesting. So use it how it relates to your specific manifestation. You have separation, sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, and unsure of future. You also have karmic relationship, fleeting, triggers, turmoil, resentment, blessings, letting go, and loving you. So both of those say unsure of future, letting go, and loving you. So there may be something, that has to be kind of worked out around relationship or a partnership. All right, Scorpio, anything you'd like to ask your angels, go ahead and ask now. All right, answer for Scorpio, please. Woo. We have let go, which is letting go and loving you, move in a new direction, and no. So let go and no to whatever that question was. And they, the angels, your ancestors said there may be another direction that you're going to be pulled to move in. So you have to grow within the current situation, kind of roll with the punches, go with the flow, because something may be coming for your higher good, your higher self. All right. So cards for Scorpio you have an opportunity that's coming. All right, Scorpio. During this moon cycle, how are things lining up for Scorpio? Any placement? All right, you got the Seven of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles. You're working on something. You're putting your foot down. You may be putting some type of perimeters up around yourself as well. It doesn't have to be around yourself. The Hangman and the Two of Wands. You have waited. Pisces energy in the past. There's some type of weight there to get something moving. So it looks like now you're moving towards that. And you're going to find a lot of success, a lot of happiness. For some, you definitely could be moving or traveling, but you're finding a lot of peace within a specific situation. Yeah, you are actually, all right. A couple of ways this is going. So I don't want to be confusing. At the same time, while you're moving forward and working on something, relationship, work, career, whatever it is that you're manifesting, you're making peace with a situation. You're finding enormous peace from it, a very good place, and that's your intent. You're kind of also putting with the Seven of Wands and this Nine of Wands, like this block around yourself. It could be a block of communication from something altogether, a person, a situation. All right, so Scorpio. Where things have been is kind of just waiting. Stuck, maybe trying to look at things, or this isn't a whole lot of action, right? So when we get to where the new moon is, you have the Two of Wands. You're starting out on this journey. You're making a choice. You're picking a path here. And your intent is to have some type of peace, to be able to rest, recover, recuperate. It's a very peaceful energy. Not to argue. It could be your intent maybe to meditate or just relax more, or to, like, if it's health, to improve your health, to really focus and do that introspection. For some, it's definitely meditate. And around the full moon, you have the Six of Wands. There is a lot of success there. So even around work, there could be some type of promotion, raise seen in the public eye. But wherever you're setting out to on this journey, you're finding happiness around the full moon. Like I said, you could be moving, you could be traveling, but you're moving past some type of difficult times. And when you're ending with the Nine of Wands and external factors, we have the Six of Swords. And at the beginning of the cycle, we have this Two of Wands. So with this path that you're choosing, you're leaving this wand. You're grabbing your one wand, you're leaving difficult times behind. You're very much like a soldier here, doing your damn thing. And you have the Seven of Pentacles as well. So this is a very kind of boxed off energy. Maybe blocking communication, and also don't overdo it around work, around career and finances. So I'll go through each of those. I'm going to do love, then I'll go through it financially. So let me lay out these cards. All right. The King of Cups, the Death card. Okay. Well, there it is. Okay. All right. Well, around love, you got the King of Cups, which is your energy. And the Death card, which is your energy. Double your energy. What you're doing is you're pulling away from something. The Devil, Capricorn energy, something that was not working for you, that caused some type of turmoil, some type of setbacks. And it feels like in the past, this is kind of what kept things at bay. Like there may have been like something that kept waiting or kept just waiting and hanging on, and there's a lot of regret or guilt around that. Like I said, not a whole lot of moving now. There could be communication coming in around the new moon. There could be travel. But in general, it's forward movement. You're taking action towards something that hadn't moved, or vice versa. So the intent with the King of Wands and the Four of Swords, this is to heal, to find some type of peace within a situation, to not really move towards it. And around relationships, somebody's pride and ego is going to make them miss out. They're feeling around a person, feeling very lonely. And it's because of, so, don't take anything I say negative, but somebody on one side or another, we're doing love and partnership. So it kind of feels like somebody's ego kind of makes them miss out on something that they want. And I don't know if they took a lot of action towards it in the past, but this King of Wands does have options. So choose your path wisely around the new moon, because the fear is the Seven of Pentacles. So the fear is investing time, energy, self, making an investment into things. So when the fear is that, around the full moon, somebody ends up feeling the effects of their fears. This is going to change though, okay? Because the fear is the Seven of Pentacles, and somebody's going to try to face their fear. But for external factors with the Six of Swords and the Devil, you're pulling away from negative behavior patterns, from toxic situations, anything that was holding you back. And for some, there could have been like sexual addictions, there could have been drugs and alcohol, or just somebody who just didn't move towards what they wanted in general. Because the fear was this investment. It could just be the speed. Like somebody was afraid of how long it would take, maybe. It doesn't really feel like that's what it was. So the Hermit and the Ace of Swords for hopes. So hoping to kind of go within, do some soul searching, and gain some type of clarity, possibly through meditation. That would help. But you're ending with the Sun and the Nine of Wands. So honestly, by the end of this, communication could be blocked. This could be somebody that you work with, but by the end of it, we're ending with the Eight of Pentacles, right? So somebody's fear was to invest the time and energy. And then by the time it comes around, and then they end up feeling lacking, they miss that. They want that back. But then by the time they come back to work on it and try to put in the effort, you have guards up all the way around. Communication could be all the way blocked. So it feels like somebody's kind of something that somebody struggled with in the past, possibly. Their intent is to recover from, to heal from. And while the fear is this investment by the end of it, it looks like, you know, somebody's ready to work on that, or you may just be more work focused, and that's not like just as available because things get really blocked off around career and finances. Things were almost stuck in the past, or you could have just been waiting, might have felt guilty, but there was something to be said for looking at things from a higher perspective, a different angle. So now you're moving towards that. There could be some type of communication, travel, action that's taken. Don't let your pride, ego, and or vice versa, because especially like around a business or something, there could be a partnership here. There could be somebody else that you're dealing with. Pride, ego might end up causing someone around the full moon some type of loss or financial setbacks. Somebody may miss out on. It could be a raise, a promotion. Something is seen in the public eye. But I mean, the intent is not bad. The intent is to heal, to recover. But watch out for financial setbacks in the immediate future, because the fear, again, is the Seven of Pentacles. So the fear could be making some type of an investment in the situation, or invest in funds, invest in your time and energy. There could be something that requires travel, requires a distance, or moving. It may be like a major firm, but also somebody may get kind of like ego may self-sabotage you, right? So definitely with the Hermit and the Ace of Swords here, you could have some type of an epiphany, some type of realization. If you meditate, but also do that introspection on anything, even within self, that may kind of hold you back, that has held things up in the past. Looking at things from all angles. So for work, by the time this is all said and done, don't overdo it. Because there is work to be done in the long run. But it looks like, it takes quite a bit of effort. You may end up kind of defending your position. There's just this big box energy. When we start with the Eight of Wands, and then by the time the whole cycle is done, we're ending with the Seven of Wands and the Nine of Wands. It's kind of like whatever somebody set out to go towards, they're now, there's a blockage around that. So when the angels are saying grow within your current situation, look at things from all angles, from all perspectives, choose that path, and there may be a better direction and move towards. Not for, use your intuition. It's a general reading, because it's possible that, the intent here is to take some downtime, some recovery time, some personal time, but also around career and finances that may cause some type of lack, or it's not coming up as a missed opportunity. With the fear of not looking at something from all angles, all perspectives, and then the fear of the investment does bring some type of setback in the immediate, or around the full moon. All right, Scorpio. All right, Sagittarius. So cards for Sagittarius for their manifestations during this moon cycle. First, we're going to get cards from your angels and ancestors. Then we'll get cards for love, partnerships, collaborations. Then you'll have a chance to ask your angels anything that you would like. And then we'll see where the tarot is taking us. All right, so cards for Sagittarius is highest good. Father Sky, trust in the unknown. You also got Wise One, grow within your current situation, and you have an owl in that picture, and that represents wisdom. So use your highest knowing. You have a lot of courage, a lot of strength. Yeah, Moon, take note of intuitive messages. Feels like you have a lot of knowing within yourself. very knowledgeable already around the situation that you're trying to manifest. Or, you know, that gut feeling will go a long way. That's your intuition, so trust it. All right, so cards for Sagittarius, please, around love, partnerships, dealing with others. All right, I see a couple. This is way too many, but I see a couple popping out that may have some negative tendencies, some negative traits. You have rings on a key, many options, decision, unconventional, string along, and one night stand. And then you have addiction, codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block, and restraint. So you may have multiple options, or, you know, be mindful if you're looking for something that's more committed, or, you know, just, it depends what you're looking for. Heart with the key. Open your heart. Meeting the one. Welcoming love. So use your intuition when it comes to those love, friendships, and partnerships. Alright, Sagittarius. So anything you would like to ask your angels, go ahead and do so now. Alright, Sagittarius, please answer for Sagittarius' question. You have forgiveness. So allow forgiveness. Don't hold on to anger, you know, negative feelings, and you have no. So it feels like there's something that, like, has to become, like, you gotta come to terms with it in one way or another. Forgive what's, you know, what's happened in the past within self. Don't forget to forgive yourself. You know, even if it's regrets, or, you know, things that coulda, woulda, shoulda. You know, because now it's the time to manifest. It's time to move forward. So forgive all past what's been done, and put your focus on creating what it is that you want for tomorrow. You can't go back and change the past. So don't try not to live in it. I know that's easier said than done. All right, so you got this Knight of Cups and the Ten of Cups. There's your Ten of Pentacles. You got a couple of tens out here. Tens represent transformations. They represent changes. However, I see what they were talking about with that many options thing. This is the thing here. Whether it's love or otherwise. Because whatever you're going towards, it could be love. It's stability. It's commitment. It's something that's stable, and that's what somebody wants. There's a lot of feelings, emotions, and desire for this. However, around the full moon, this is a choice card. This is a decision card. The fear is the Two of Wands. The fear is the choice. The fear is picking a path and moving towards it. So for external factors, you have the Two of Swords. Somebody shuts down, doesn't make the decision. There is either no closure, cutting off intuition, not listening to higher self, having a hard time opening up, letting love. It depends what you're trying to manifest. So I'll go through it, love and career, or whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. But we're ending with the Strength card. Leo energy, so you might want to check that in your placements. But also, it's going to take a lot of courage, and it's going to take a lot of willpower to kind of break through this. It all boils down to a choice. So let me get these cards. You are ending with a lot of stability, but there is also a lot of change, and it looks like after you walked away from a situation, now you may kind of be faced with like something that you've already, or like a choice, a decision, a situation that you've already been faced with in the past. In the intent, you have the Hierophant, Taurus energy. That's a higher calling. That's commitment. That's stability. That's your values. Your intent is morals, beliefs, like your moral compass type thing. So, kind of interesting. Your hopes is the Page of Wands. It does look like there's something that you're hoping for, you're interested in, you're intrigued by. Oh, yep, there's that Two of Wands again. And now that Ten of Cups. Okay. Well, this is going to put a pause on things. Somebody's got to come out of their head. There's a couple of things happening here. So I guess I'll start with love, but either way, you see the card we're ending with, starting with, it's here the whole time, and it's the fear. Somebody's going to have to face their fear here. And that's this choice. Twos represent choices and decisions moving forward to create some type of balance. So the fear is being faced here, and then we have this Ten of Swords, which is can be like a feeling of defeat, of something ending. The Eight of Swords is here for hopes, which, you know, clearly the hope isn't to worry, but somebody's mind can get to going and keep things like trapped in a place where they feel like something's over, and it's all around this decision. So in the past, I'll do love first, okay? You could have healed from a situation. You walked away from it, disconnected, or there could have just been, like, even emotionally maybe detached from something, but it looks like there was some quiet time. There was some peace, some type of recovery, healing period. So now somebody's coming forward more so in the traditional security mode, coming forward very loving. There is somebody who appears like stable and wanting something that's secure, that's long term, like a provider type energy. The intent, like I said, is something it's Taurus energy, but it's something somebody's curious about. I'm gonna put it that way. Like something that somebody's interested about. It's not an extremely strong intent. Unless it has to do with like learning something religious or like a new, I know that's kind of sideways, but around the full moon, this decision kind of kicks in and somebody doesn't make it. There's some type of weight. There could be a distance, possibly maybe travel's involved. I don't know, but things are kind of just up in the air, still kind of just hanging there, waiting for these ships to come in. Because the fear with the Two of Wands looks like making some type of choice and also communicating with the Knight of Swords. What somebody's intending to do and hoping to do is going against their fears as well. So you're definitely like being a little bit challenged here. It looks like there's an opportunity that is coming. You may not see it yet, but the Two of Swords is here for external factors. There may be an opportunity for some that's coming more so towards December. But again, with the Two of Swords here, some type of decision is not being made, or, you know, there's no closure or not addressing certain issues type thing. Because with the Two of Swords, we can get to the point where, like, we cut off our heart chakra or our throat chakra. Like, for instance, with the Two of Swords and cutting, it can have a hard time like opening up and letting people in and trusting others. And, you know, in the past you could have put yourselves above others. Yeah, with the Queen of Pentacles, somebody could have took your kindness for weakness. But also, you know, there may be a decision that somebody's not making because they're cutting off their intuition, not listening to higher self. And when it comes to hopes, it's like, that's why the intent was kind of lax, because there's fear around it. There's something that somebody's curious about here, but also extremely nervous about going towards. So when we're ending overall where things are going, you got the Two of Wands and the Seven of Cups. There's options. You have choices. It looks like there's one particular situation that or person that's wanting a lot of stability, a lot of commitment, something that is long term. But possibly that decision isn't being made. So around career and finances, you could have meditated a lot in the past. You could have went through a healing phase of recovery, kind of just some downtime, finding yourself, you know, finding where you belong. So you're going into this mode of, you could be going back to school. You could be like studying something. It could be anything from therapy to like a new religion to you could just be kind of following, like I said, your moral compass there. But still, in the immediate future, you could be trying to start a business, look for a job, figure things out, make a decision, just have a lot going on. It's kind of the same thing. The decision or something's not landing here, and you have a ton of options, but it feels like what you're hoping for, what you're interested in, what you're curious about also makes you nervous. So it's a nervousness because somebody's wanting this security, this groundedness. With the King of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles, and it's achievable here, but a decision just has to be made. This is a whole lot of, like I said, being financially secure, feeling very secure and rooted in life. That root chakra, that feeling like everything is okay. When you come home, when you go to the store, you know you got you got what you need. There's dependability here. There's commitment. There's a need to know what's happening next, but there's also a decision that's not being made. You have multiple choices. But it's just about picking one of those paths and sticking to it. Alright, so Sagittarius. Alright, so Capricorn. We're going to get messages from your angels and ancestors. Then we're going to get some cards for love and partnerships, dealing with others, if that's something that if what you're trying to manifest involves another person. And then you have a chance to ask your angels anything you would like. Then we'll look at the tarot, how things are moving within self for this moon cycle. So, okay, oh shoot, way too many. Capricorn, cards for Capricorn, highest good. Alright, let's see. Oh, you got Earth Guardian, stay rooted and grounded. Fire Guardian, ignite your passion. So also remember to be practical. And Peacekeeper, let go of the need to be right. Don't try to control a situation. Let things go as they may. Stay rooted. Stay very practical. Stay grounded. You may be the one that kind of keeps things kind of level, but also ignite your passions. Follow your heart, your desires. Do what truly makes you happy. You know what I mean? Like, connect it to yourself as well. Alright, so Capricorn, we're going to get cards for love, or if, you're doing something career-wise, or just in general that involves others. It doesn't matter what angle. But remember, it's a general reading, so just take what's yours. You got separation. Sadness, missing you, thinking of you, unsure of future. And love call. Someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. So both of them are thinking of you and yearning. So, and not today, not dealing, hurt, avoiding a conversation, call, or person, boundaries, and still angry. So there may be somebody from your past kind of popping back up, an old friendship, an old flame, somebody who's had you on the mind, and they're going to let you know. But you also remember have Peacekeeper, so, kind of just, it's almost like saying put your pride to the side. You may be the one that has to kind of be the one to keep things grounded. Alright, so Capricorn, anything you would like to ask your angels, go ahead and ask now. Alright, answers for Capricorn, please. We got perfect timing. Let's get one more. And recovery. So it feels like something that within your life, the situation, however it's going to resonate, there may have been some fussiness around it. There may have been something that kind of was like staticky, like wasn't going right. And now that's kind of popping back up. And it's going to bring some type of recovery and healing to a situation or to you in general. But it may also make you kind of want to get a little Maybe say your piece as well. But remember to let go of the need to be right. You don't have to be right all the time. Or, I don't know, what's a better way of saying that? I guess you don't gotta rub it in their face. Okay. So, Capricorn. Somebody has secrets. Or you may just it doesn't have to be that somebody has secrets, because it depends what you're manifesting. You may just be making plans and keeping it to yourself. Let's just say it that way. Okay. Around there may be something here that you're extremely passionate about, extremely connected to, drawn to, but for some reason you might just be keeping that on the hush for the moment. Around love, partnerships, I'm gonna let you know something is changing, but I would definitely give me one more for the outcome. Beware of third-party situations. Secret, like, where things have been kind of on the hush. Because it's possible that's where this is heading. Oh, yikes. Alright, Capricorn. So, somebody has secrets and kind of a little stubborn. There's a couple of things happening here. So, just remember, take what's yours, leave the rest behind, and apply this to what you're trying to manifest, okay? Because what you have happening here is somebody who may intentionally try to hurt someone else by being possibly like a little deceitful. So the overall energy and what it's all going to tie back to, we have the Seven of Swords, the High Priestess, and the Five of Swords. This is somebody who's, it's a very hard-headed energy, stubborn energy. Someone who's very determined to get what they want. But sometimes this is happening under the eyes of secrecy, or like the High Priestess is about things that we keep to ourselves, the secrets that we keep in. And then you have the Five of Swords and the Seven of Swords, so it's kind of like a win at all cost type energy. Let me shuffle this deck. Around love. There could be a third party situation or something where somebody has ties other places. For the hopes, you have the Three of Swords. So this can be separation. This can be pain, but obviously that's not what somebody's hoping for. The fact that we have these other cards here, it's somebody who's very much out for, it feels like, what they want. So let's just see how this is going. Because even around finance and career, there's a large level of secrecy here. Alright, so you're incredibly intuitive. Multiple people are attracted to you. There is something new that's sparking here, and actually somebody may do their damnedest to keep that to yourself, to be quite honest. Thanks. Alright, Capricorn. It depends what side of this you're going to resonate on. Okay, and please don't take anything I say negative or offensive. I'm just trying to help you. You can have what you want. It's kind of like something is definitely cooking here. You have options. In the past, things were kind of just going really slow. Kind of, it's almost like somebody could have had a birthday or like, I don't know, maybe leveled up financially or kind of just like grown up a little bit. So now we have somebody in the Emperor's shoes. The Emperor and the King of Pentacles, which is your energy, Aries energy. And the intent is great. It's the Ten of Cups. It's love. It's family. It's commitment. So around the full moon, there comes this choice that you're going to have to make. And with the Lovers and the Two of Wands, there's someone or something here that you're very connected to. But there's something third that's coming into play. And it looks like that's the hope. So with the Ace of Wands, this can be something that's tempting. It can be something that's, I mean, it feels like there's a spark there. There's an interest. And so you're moving towards that, right? The fear is the Page of Swords and the Wheel. Change. Somebody's spying here. Change is the fear. Movement, no communication is the fear. So for external factors, you have the Chariot and the Ten of Swords, Cancer energy, but there's a possibility that within this choice that somebody's making, on one side, at least somebody feeling betrayed and ending one side of things. Because for the hopes, you have the Three of Swords and the Ace of Wands. So with the hopes here, I mean, obviously, you know, pain's not the hope. It's kind of tying back to whatever is being kept secret. That external factor, however this is resonating. I'm sorry, this is a rough reading. This is the basis of this reading. So anyways, let me finish this. By the time we're ending with it, we have the Five of Swords and the Six of Cups. There is a chemistry that you have here with somebody. There could be like a past person. This could also just be a friendship and something that's brand new that's sparking. There's also some sort of, you know, dishonesty involved in it. So if this is love, somebody has choices, somebody has options, somebody's not being honest, then it kind of looks like somebody is picking a path that it may leave one side feeling like they got done wrong, angry. Okay, so around career, finances, all that, you may be you're incredibly intuitive, almost on a psychic level here. Looks like you have choices, you have options, very energetic, confident in what you're moving towards. It looks like stability, commitment, security is on the mind. You may be hoping for something though, that may be at a distance, or make sure it's like practical, it's achievable. And the reason I say that is because Jupiter will become opposition to the moon this month. And when that happens, this wheel is associated with Jupiter. So we can, with that, there can be a level of exaggeration or setting too high of expectations around a situation. So make sure you're getting all the information that you need, that you're like doing all your research around whatever it is that you're starting. Make a plan for how you want to proceed and what it is that you really want. I can't really make this come across as there's a lot of love here, and it looks like there's an offering here, but I'm not sure that something about it it's just not working out at the moment. We have two Deceit cards. Aquarius energy, so maybe you have that in your chart. There could just be some, you know, stubbornness, some reluctance around career, finances. You know, you could be going back to school, or, you know, trying to learn something new, and there's some, you know, reluctance to do that. So we'll definitely keep an eye out when we do, when I do the moon spread on how things are going to go. And hopefully that'll be posted tonight if all goes well. Keep an eye out for that, because Depends what side of this you're on. This could be kind of a down. And I am sorry for that, because that is not the vibe I wanted these readings to go on. This is positive, manifesting what you want. But sometimes, you know, part of moving forward and manifesting is truth and clarity. Alright. Okay, so Aquarius. We're going to look at what it is that you are trying to manifest. First, we're going to get advice from your angels and ancestors. Then we'll get advice for love, partnerships, anything dealing with others. Then we'll ask your angels anything that you would like to ask them, get an answer, and then we'll lay down some tarot surrounding what it is that you're trying to manifest. So it doesn't matter what it is. We're going to kind of see the energy surrounding things and how things will be moving throughout the cycle. Alright, Aquarius, you have Medicine Guardian. Be open to healing information. You also have Oracle. Wait for important information. So it feels like there's something coming, regardless of whether this is love, health, anything. There's some type of information that's coming. It will be important for you to know. And you may have to kind of be open to it. Water Guardian, connect to your emotions. So, you know, it could be something that brings some type of healing on an emotional level, on a deeper level. Alright, so let's get cards for Aquarius. We're going to look at this as love, or even if, you know, you're starting a business, doing something, anything involving others. Kind of, you know, adjust these to how it's going to resonate with your manifestation. Alright, so Aquarius. Let's get it. The Snake. Competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, the other woman, and then you got engagement ring. Engagement, partnerships, commitment, eternity, union. Then you have the chaser. Chaser in a codependent relationship, fear of abandonment. So there may be something that kind of goes to a deeper level here. Make sure it's for the right reasons is kind of how it's coming across, because be mindful of the intent, and not only on someone else's side, but like why you want something. That makes sense. Alright, Aquarius, so anything you'd like to ask your angels, go ahead and ask now. Alright, so we got a year from now, and communicate clearly. So keep the lines of communication open, even with yourself, because there's information coming, things that you need to be open to, and sometimes it's just kind of feeling like, you know, there's a lot to do with self-growth there, but like I said, it depends on what you're trying to manifest. Alright, so cards for Aquarius for this moon cycle, please. Thank you. Alright, you got the Six of Swords. Some of you could be moving. Ooh, and the Justice card. You're moving on to something that is coming into alignment. This is something that's pretty serious. Something that's balanced. So let's just see how this is going. The King of Cups is there for intent. The Empress in the immediate future, which is more Libra, Venus energy. Alright, so there's definitely the possibility here for marriage, moving in, signing some type of contract. There could be an inheritance, a legal win, family. Wow. There is a lot of security coming through this moon cycle. So anyways, for the overall energy, you got the Six of Swords, crossed by the Justice. Ending with that King of Pentacles, Earth energy, but it doesn't even matter the sign, okay? This for the external factors, you have the Ten of Pentacles. We have the Justice here. This is somebody looking for security or getting a lot of security. Like I said, it depends what you're trying to manifest. There could be some type of legal win. There could be an inheritance here. There could be a lottery win. There could be contract signed. There could be marriage. There could be partnerships and all that moving in together. Pretty big energy. Pretty big energy. It's like the fear is that somebody's not serious or like they haven't thought it all the way through. It's kind of interesting energy. You have the Hierophant and the High Priestess. So, that's like a step up from the Emperor and the Emperor. Somebody, somehow, like parents might be involved, something religious, on a religious aspect. Like I said, it depends. Oh, there could be a legal situation, in which case, the Page of Pentacles is there, so it looks like there could be some good news surrounding that. In the past, you put a lot of time and energy into yourself, maybe even career and finances. Alright, so first I'm going to read this as love. Wow. You already faced your fears. Did you know that? Okay. However, there's two ways. Okay, so first I'll do this as love, then I will read as career and finance, because you definitely could have a couple here or a partnership, something around a business, around career, around love. It looks like something's about to work out majorly in your favor. If there was a legal situation, this could be indication of good news. It feels like a lot is hidden here. Around love and dealing with others. I would be mindful of like codependent, especially financially or financially for real, but or security reasons, or also like if somebody has like if you put in more than you're getting back from it. Because I see in the past somebody's done a lot of like, you could have put a lot into your religion, your morals, your values, but what you did was you put a lot into yourself as well. You did a lot of self-growth, and you're carrying through with that. So this is not only on a financial level, but this is on a personal level. You got ready to go towards something. It's like you made plans here. Alright, you could have been working with others in the past, or, you know, kind of just dating out there, talking, but that was the fear. So, kind of already conquered your fear here. So, the intent is the Two of Pentacles and the King of Cups. There's a choice that somebody's trying to make. And the intent is to try to find some type of balance within the situation. And that is happening, because remember, we have the Justice card here. But this could be somebody who is kind of in and out, at least emotionally. Maybe one day there and not as available the next day. There could have been some emotional jealousy or manipulation, whatever it was, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Somebody's intent is to try to figure out how to balance that. This is somebody who's coming in as very sensitive, very caring, very loving, very nurturing, who's hoping to bring some type of growth and expansion to this duo. In the immediate future, you got the Queen of Pentacles and the Empress, which is Libra energy. And you have Libra energy, with the Justice card. I've been talking for a while now. But they're both associated with Venus. So this does have to do with love, partnerships, and it looks like some type of foundation is being made, especially on a security and financial level. For external factors, you have the Ten of Pentacles and the Devil. So it does feel like somebody may be either, they're just very hooked on the situation. Like it's something that they don't want to lose. And it could be because of, you know, financial reasons. But this can also be somebody who's, it can be somebody who's very into like having things, monetary things, but this can also be somebody who doesn't like to give up what's theirs. Like, you know, very protective over what's theirs. And so it feels like somebody's looking for that commitment, for that stability. But the only reason I say to watch out is because we have the Moon and the Devil. And in the past, I see you put so much into yourself. So, you know, don't backtrack. Use your highest intuition. Because this is working out. There could be like a father-son duo as well. Feels like there's something somebody's just trying to put behind them. But security is being achieved, obtained. But it still feels like there's some barriers that somebody's kind of battling here. The fact that we have the Hierophant, the Devil, the High Priestess, there may have been some things in the past that are still there externally. So, for instance, like if there is a legal win or like somebody's money really came up, like make sure it's for the right reasons and it's not like greedy, selfish reasons. Because that's only here externally. As far as career, finance, if there's a legal situation, there could be positive news. You could be moving or traveling. In the past, you put a lot of time and energy into yourself, your career, your finances. There has been a lot of growth in the past, and the hope is to continue with that. You could have been learning something new around like it could be religion. It could be a number of things, even something within the community there. So the intent is to get things started, to figure things out, to make a decision, to kind of get the ball rolling, get things started. And around the full moon, career and finances look good. You have the Queen of Pentacles. We're coming from the Nine of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles, and you have the Empress. So there is a lot of security here. You're very enjoying the fruits of your labor, so to speak. Be careful of overdoing it. There's just something here that might kind of get like exhausting, and it's not coming up as one specific thing, but I don't know, somebody could just be like a workaholic as well. But either way, I mean, it looks like you're moving towards a lot of stability, a lot of security, a lot of groundedness. And something that could even or career-wise, like lead to a contract or something that's a little bigger. Some type of win, some type of come up, even personal gain and within self and health. Alright, Aquarius. Alright, Pisces. So first we are going to get some advice from your angels and ancestors around whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. Then we will get some love or partnership oracle. So if you're manifesting love or trying to rekindle something or just anything in relation to working, collaborating, partnering with others. Then we will get some cards, anything you'd like to ask your angels. You'll have a chance to do that, and then we'll get to the tarot. So Pisces, advice please. What do you got for Pisces for what they're trying to manifest? Guardian angel, love it. You are not alone, and you have Lady. Enjoy growth and reap rewards. Wow. Medicine guardian, be open to healing information, and you have a lot of green there, so there's a lot of healing, a lot of growth that's coming. You're already protected. That's a cool energy. Alright, so love, partnerships with others, dealing with others. What do we got for Pisces for this moon cycle? Pisces for this moon cycle, dealing with others. Alright, you got mask. Not showing true feelings. Hide, personify, pretend. Gaslighting. Wow. You also have stabbed in the back. Heartbreak, pain, separation, shocking attack, and camera. Reminiscing, keepsake, perception. Learning from the past and make memories. So one says pretend and personify, hide true feelings. Another is perception, deception, All right, Pisces. So be mindful around relationships, dealing with others, friendships, whatever it is that you're manifesting or dealing with there. All right, so anything you'd like to ask your angels, go ahead and ask now. All right, answer for Pisces question, please. Yeah, if you're ready. In abundance. Enjoy growth and reap rewards, and now you have abundance and you're ready. So, you know, it kind of feels like what you're doing is like yours. You're making it happen. You're not relying on anyone else. That's coming straight from you. From you, for you. It's your growth. It's within yourself, and it brings you a lot of healing as well. Not sure what's up with that. The mask stabbed in the back in camera. Be mindful around that. Alright, so Pisces. Cards for what Pisces is manifesting this moon cycle. Uh-oh. Alright, let's get it. Four of Pentacles. That's what we're starting with. Crossed by the Justice. Well, alright. Queen of Cups, that's you. The Ace of Swords. Oh. Wow. This is what it is, okay? There could be a legal situation for some. However, I'm going to go through this for love. I don't know if I even need to backtrack these two. I'll go through it for love, and then I'll do it for finance and career, or just self, whatever it is, money. Where you're at now is somebody's going to try to say something that somebody already has the intent is over. There could be a legal situation, a marriage, a contract. Something is trying to find some type of compromise. It's trying to find some type of balance. However, your intent and your hope, you're already gone. You've already began to cut out what's no longer serving you. You may have some good news coming, but there is also, let me show you these pictures, right? So, for career and finance, don't overspend. But somebody's trying to get the strength, the courage to hold on to something, to make it right, to justify it. And again, there could be a legal situation. So somebody will try to figure it out. But you're standing tall over here on your own. And your intent and your hopes, your intent is to end something, to walk away from it. You're done with it. But something here is still trying to be worked out, or like compromise, you know, come to some type of compromise around it. Somebody's going to have a hard time of letting go of something that they find is very valuable to them. So if there is a legal situation, there may be some disputes around it. All right. So you have the Queen of Cups and the past, and kind of where we are around the new moon. This could have had to do with a marriage, a home, family, or something that was around some type of security, right? Could have been a contract, could have been a marriage, but it looked like things were stable in the past at one point. Things were secure. So now there could have been, around the new moon, looks like there's at least some type of realization that you're having, and you're cutting out what's no longer serving you. Your intent, yeah, there's a phone call that comes, or some type of good news that comes in, because your intent is very much to, it feels like, let go of something, to end something that was once stable. But it feels like you're also at the same time like headed in a good direction, if that makes sense. Because you're coming in as very secure. So, and then around the new moon, you have new beginnings that are happening here. There's definitely a storyline that's happening with the way that you're moving, the way that you're manifesting. There's something new here that you're considering, or you're considering it from a heartfelt place. This could be brand new love if that's what you're trying to manifest, right? But your intent was to end something, to walk away from it. So there is something new that kind of, this is where that compromise comes in. Because you have the Emperor and the Empress, divine counterpart. So this could even be within self, trying to find some type of balance. But the Emperor is Aries energy and will be in the full moon in Aries. So it feels like somebody is trying to, it could be something brand new, but it feels like kind of rekindle things, bring some type of balance within a situation. Because even if this is something new or rekindled, there's a lot of feelings here. And that's also here for the fears. It's almost like this bond. Shit, my cat scared me. I didn't see him coming. The love scares someone. The feelings. And they are growing. So, for the external factors, you got the Empress and the Three of Wands. The Empress is Libra energy, but that has to do with love, foundations, those partnerships. And so you're kind of waiting. There's like this not a real big rush on things for external factors. It's almost like a pullback, like you're in a good space. So, hi baby. So you're kind of content there, kind of waiting. And it looks like your hope is to push forward, to get things back rebalanced. But it looks like the hope and the intent is there's something that you have to disconnect from, that you're cutting out, that's not working for you, that's no longer serving you. So by the time it all wraps back around, you have the Four of Cups, which is the Strength card. You have to clearly decide what it is that you want. Because with the Four of Cups, this is something that somebody wants and has the ability to manifest, but it's being pulled back a little bit. And the chance to, an opportunity will get missed or not taken. But your intent and your hopes is not to take it anyways. However, we're ending with the Four of Cups, right? So a couple of things are happening here. Around love, even if this is something that's brand new, it's not getting taken. It's getting missed. You're not going towards it. Maybe you're taking time to heal. You're moving on from a situation. But this is something that while somebody's let go of it or you're not taking action towards it, the other side of self or this person, this Emperor or Empress, is still trying to hold on to it. So it's working against the energies. While one thing is starting, the mindset is already there to disconnect from it. So that compromise, that balance, there's some conflict in finding that. Emotionally. On an emotional standpoint. Around finances or a legal situation or self, there could be some good news in a legal situation. For some, unfortunately, there could be something that was long term that's coming to an end, and it's possible that you may have a decision, you may have a choice here because you may be starting something new, something that really means a lot to you, that you're very emotionally tied into what you're doing, especially if there's some type of communication that comes in or an epiphany that you're having. But it also feels like there's something that you're realizing here, and your intent is to go towards this in a non-argumentative way. So in the immediate future, it's like around the full moon, there's something that you do kind of start up, or it's there in the works, but it's up to you what you do with it. And I kind of feel like you don't move directly towards it, or you're not just all that entertained or interested. It's not able to find that balance. So with the Four of Cups here, though, and the Four of Pentacles, it depends what you're manifesting, but don't overspend. But it's also the fact of kind of seeing something, wanting it, being intrigued, but not going for it. not really budging towards it, or like it's not enough there. It's almost like a mine, I don't want it type feeling. Like, this is mine, but I don't want it. But around career and finances, you may just have to save up. Don't overspend. But also look at this from all angles, from all perspectives. Because it feels like there's just, with the strength card here, there may be some type of drive or motivation or courage, you know, something that is there but has to be kind of, I don't know how to put it, like sought after, open up, expressed, or move towards it, like an action that has to be taken, because we kind of lost our action there. But I guess that's really in line with the intent and the hopes. But it could lead to a missed opportunity, is my point. All right, Pisces. Okay, guys, so that was a lot of information, long reading, but hopefully you got some good insights into it. If it does resonate, remember it is a general reading. If you would like a personal reading, all that information is below. Don't forget the resources to track your manifestations and things like that. Check out my website. I've put some things that were also in my book. The link is down there to that as well. I will post, planning on hopefully tonight, another video. We will track how things are going to go through each stage of the moon, and I will kind of break down a little bit. Oh, don't knock it over. But, you know, the actions, the quote unquote instructions through each phase to help you manifest. It's really, I mean, there's nothing specific, nothing crazy out there. You know, it's just taking action, when to take action, setting your intentions. Get your booty off the camera, man. He's so cute. He's so hard-headed, though. I just love him. But he's definitely hard-headed. Get your butt off the camera. Hey. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. So, anyways, I hope you found this helpful. I hope you enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed it. I enjoy doing these types and helping you guys to manifest what it is that you want. And I know sometimes these readings don't come across exactly as we hoped or we desired. And sometimes the first step on our journey to creating what we want and what we manifest is we have to come to terms. We have to come reality for some things. And sometimes that's within our relationships with others. And sometimes that's within ourselves and our own tendencies and behaviors. So I'm really super excited. I hope you guys are too. Please make sure that you like and subscribe below. Also, if you should feel inclined, I appreciate any donations to the channel, or you can hit the thanks button. If you want to learn more about manifesting throughout the different cycles and how the moon, you know, affects us and why we can use the moon in its phases to manifest, make sure you check out the memberships. So you guys take care, and I will see you soon on the next video.